All right, man. Welcome to today's episode, last episode of 2020, the secret to achieving your goals in 2021. I got to tell you, this isn't going to be maybe what you would expect, like setting smart goals, here's step by step how to achieve those goals through the year. You know, I have been very goal oriented. I've achieved a lot in my life going that way, saying, like, oh, next goal. What do we do next? And what I'm realizing is I just need a whole new approach to this. And I feel like I'm finding it. And this is really what I want to share with you guys today. So, what are some of your goals for the new year? Do you want a better marriage? That's probably part of why you're listening to this. Maybe weight loss. Maybe it's making more money. Maybe it's to climb a mountain or run a marathon, achieve something, right? What I want to ask, what I want you to ask yourself is why, right? Why do you want those things? So, do you want a better marriage? Maybe to feel more loved, to feel more appreciated, to feel more secure, to feel less anxious, to have better sex. Okay. For weight loss, do you want to feel healthier, to be better looking, to be more attractive, or just to feel like more worthwhile, more valuable? Do you want more money so you can feel more powerful, more financially secure? Do you want to climb a mountain or run a marathon to feel like you've accomplished, like that sense of accomplishment you get when you do something big, like you've achieved something great and therefore you are great because of that? Okay, so if any of these are resonating with you, I just want you to think hard about this. Okay. Guys, I did this forever, right? I'm still doing it some, but I feel like I'm breaking through with something, and that's why I'm excited to share this with you. Because what I want you to understand is how long is that feeling going to last when you get there? Okay, so you're going to feel better for a short time, but it's not going to last. Okay, that's the hard part about this. You fell into what I call the situation trap, which is believing that your situation or your circumstance is what creates your emotions, right? But what it actually is, it's our thoughts and our beliefs and our motivation, right? Our reason for going after these things. So we get to believing that, when we get there, it's going to be better than where we are now, right? Life's going to be so much better. Finally, when my wife has sex with me more often, finally, when I get that promotion, finally, when I make this much money, right? Life's going to be so much better on that side. So, that one, when my wife has more sex with me, then I'll finally be happy. So this happened to me, right? I really believe that very strongly. And so finally, we were having sex and it was great. And for a while I was feeling better, but then like I wasn't, right? I wasn't. That by itself didn't fix things for me. Okay. How about when I make more money, I'll be happy. Okay. So, I went from making $60,000 a year to, you know, 200, 300, 350, $400,000 a year. And like, it I just am always looking for more, right? I feel good for a while, and then finally, I'm just, like, always looking for more, right? Then I wasn't happy. I was happy, and then I wasn't, right? When I can lift this much weight, right? I had a goal to bench press 200 pounds. I got it, and I just wanted more and more. Dunk a basketball, right? I got it, and then I wanted more and more. It was just, guys, I've been doing this forever. I've been doing this forever, and I'm getting tired of it, right? And that's what I wanna share with you guys today. There's always a next level to get to, right? No matter how many levels you climb, no matter what you do. If this is your focus, right? Oh, it's finally going to be better there. It's finally going to be better. It just isn't. Okay. So then you're probably thinking, this is what I asked myself, right? Is, well, then what's the point, right? Why are we going after goals at all if life is not better on the other side? So we set them for growth, right? And for service to other people and for love for ourselves and for others. Guys, this is the key, okay? Because what's really driving this desire, at least for me, and maybe you can relate to this, the desire to make more money, to get stronger physically, to look a certain way, right? It's really about feeling enough, right? Feeling loved, feeling valuable, feeling like I finally arrived and now I'm worthy and I'm worthwhile, okay, because I've achieved these things. I just got an email from Simone Soul. She's one of my big mentors. I did sign up for her program. I love it. Simone, Simone, last name's Seol. If you're interested in marketing or just want to hear a great person talk, she has a podcast called Joyful Marketing. But she sent me an email about this idea of fossil fuel versus solar power and how this applied to our kind of motivation to achieve things. So fossil fuel is like what I was just describing to you. Okay, I can lift 20 pounds today, next time 25. Okay, next time 30, next time 35, right? And it works, right? Like you went from 20 to 35 pounds because you did that. But eventually, maybe you hit a plateau and then you're like, well, what's the point, right? I give up. Okay, this happens to me. I'm speaking from experience here, where you hit that plateau and you're like, well, I might as well not do it because I'm not progressing anymore, right? You're not feeling that sense of okay, next level, next level, next level. Um, so she calls that fossil fuel because you burn it, right? And then it's not, and then it's kind of gone, and then you need to do it again, and you need to do it again. Versus this idea of what she calls solar power, which is the idea of look, I'm worthy and I'm enough as I am, and I'm going after this goal because I care about me. I care about the people I'm trying to help. Okay. And that just feels so solid, feels so good, feels so renewable. Right. Now, like I'm not a big environmentalist guy. So like anybody will tell you this, like the recycling and all that. I'm not a big fan. Like I do recycling because like there's not room in the trash can, right? Like it saves me room in the trash can to put stuff in the recycling. So anyway, a little bit off on a tangent there, but this idea of like the sun, to me that also represents God in a way and light, something that's coming from light instead of this idea of darkness or trying to prove myself. Okay. The other thing Simone Soul talks about is a process goal versus like a bonus goal, or a winning result versus a bonus result, where she helped us for our businesses really identify what's a winning result and having it not be like a number or something like that, but more just something that we become in the process. So for me, one of those things was really having my business feel like a partnership with God. Like that was important to me. Feel like I'm in partnership with, my clients and really serving them and helping them. I'll get to my kind of big goals later. But and then the bonus goals being, this is how much money I want to make, this is how many people I want in the program, that kind of thing. Right. But really becoming more of that person and doing it from a place of service. Okay. Another book that's kind of hitting me hard right now is a book called Lovable by Kelly Flanagan. Um, Talks about this same idea that we are worthy, we are worthwhile, even if we don't achieve these huge, monumental things. Okay. Guys, I'm still struggling with this, but I feel like it's kind of cracking inside of me. And I want to share that with you, that you don't have to achieve these huge things. Okay. You're still valuable. You're still lovable. You're still valued, right? I'm still valued. I'm still loved, even with all my weaknesses and imperfections and, um, the ugly parts of me, right? I'm still loved and valued and accepted, and I can hold those, and God can hold those, and feel that love and value and acceptance. I was talking with my wife about this tonight too, and how our kids, we don't love them differently based on what they choose. Like our love is there, and she gave me the example of it's really about just God's love is always available. It's just aligning ourselves with it, and commandments and things God asks us to do just like help align us with that a little more, help us feel it a little bit more. Um, so all very good insights. So this is what I'm really kind of feel like I'm on the cusp of breaking through, and I feel like I'm getting there, and it feels good. So how do we reach those goals, right? I'm not saying don't set goals. What I'm saying is don't think that like when you set a goal and reach it, you're just finally your life's going to be solved and better. Like I've tried it so many times now and it just doesn't work. It doesn't. So it's time to try something new. So how do we reach them? We pursue them out of love for ourselves and for others. Okay. So like if you're trying to lose weight this year, like if you're doing that from a place of, oh, I hate my body, I hate who I am, it works for a while, but then it doesn't, right? Or for me, it was more about strength, right? How much can I lift? oh, like I hate how weak I am. I've got to get stronger. It didn't. Uh, it doesn't work forever, right? So the thing you've got to do, right? You have to learn how to manage your thoughts, right, to achieve goals, and that allows you to manage and feel those emotions and like allow those quote negative emotions. Let the anxiety be there, let the sadness be there, and know you're still valued and loved even though you have those. Okay, like when it comes to, for example, weight loss or stopping pornography, if you're wanting to like stop a bad habit this year, that's like 99% emotional management, like letting yourself feel the emotions that come from, hunger or really wanting to eat that food or look at that pornography, like allowing that emotion to be there, just letting it be there, naming it, feeling it in your body, dealing with it, right? Going back, looking what thoughts are driving that, seeing if we can get awareness of those and adjust them. But what I think I've been missing for myself and what I want to really focus on for my clients and the people that work with me is like it's okay to have those negative thoughts. It's okay to have those negative times. Like, sure, we want to look at it and we want to change it, but we also want to realize like that's part of life and we're still valuable and loved even if we have those thoughts, even when we do mess up. It's okay. We're still valued, we're still loved. Okay. So yeah, so anyway, to manage these, to reach these goals, whatever they might be, you also need to learn the skills that are required to achieve them, right? So for marriage, all of this is good, but you do still need some skills. Like you still need to figure out, how do I communicate effectively? How do I problem solve in my marriage? How do we approach intimacy in a way that is positive for both of us, right? You still need those skills. But again, like even if you don't learn the skills, you're still valuable, right? And when you do, it just takes it to, this ability to be out there more, serve more, feel that love more, share that love more, right? So the other thing you can do, right, is you get coaching from someone who's helped people like you get to where you want to get, right? And so, if you are working on a marriage, I'd love to be your coach, or find somebody else that connects with you and the way you want to do it, right? Like there's a good match for everybody. Some people are going to match with me, some people are going to match with other people, and that's fine, right? So, you know, getting a coach, it's huge. Like the getting the coaching I've gotten has been really transformative to see the things I couldn't see for myself, right? To notice and catch all these things. And like I've grown more in this past year than ever because I've really invested heavily in my own coaching. So my main goals for the year, right, are to feel really completely enough and loved, even in my weaknesses and my ugly parts. Like what I'm picturing in my mind is like there's this little kid, that I'm this little kid and that, I can just sit there and feel like held and loved and know I'm okay. Um, so I kind of picture just feeling like I can sit down and rest and know I'm okay. Like that's what I'm picturing and to joyfully serve the people around me. And I get stuck in comparison a lot. I get stuck in all these kind of spots that aren't very useful, right? And so redirecting my mind to number one, knowing I'm okay, and then number two, saying, hey, like I've been given certain gifts from God. I have certain abilities. I'm going to go out and serve people with those because that feels good to me, right? All right. So in summary, goals, they can be a great tool, right? Gives you direction, gives your brain a focus. Like, here's what I want to achieve, right? They're awesome. But just make sure you know why you're going for them. Okay. And if it is because you think life's going to be better on the other side, right? Just be ready for disappointment. Okay. Or just be ready to continually run on that treadmill to the next goal until you finally get tired of it. Cause at some point you probably will. I feel like I'm there. Um, and I ran a long time. I'm 37, about to turn 38, and it's been like that whole, time that I've just been doing it like that. So think about that fossil fuel versus the solar power, right? Where it's coming from a place of love for yourself and others. That's the solar power versus like, let me prove myself. Let me prove myself. Let me prove myself. Let me prove I'm good enough. Let me prove people wrong, right? It does motivate you. It really does, but it just gets tiring after a while. Can't last forever. So choose that goal from love for yourself and others, for growth and for service to yourself and others. Okay? Learn the skills that are required to help you get that goal from someone who knows what they're doing, who's been through it, who's helped other people do it. Learn to manage your thoughts and emotions, guys. Huge. Okay. Whatever your goal is, figuring out how to manage those thoughts and emotions is 99% of what you need to do. And then the like certain skills are like, 1%. Maybe it's not 99 and 1, maybe it's like 90 and 10. But if you can manage those thoughts and emotions, you're well on your way. Okay. And then get coaching to help you get there. So, guys, if you do have the goal this year to improve your marriage, to have that connection, to, you know, feel loved and valued, like I'd love to be the coach to help you get there, because you can. I've been able to help guys do it. I've gone through this myself. Always evolving, as you see, on this podcast. But it's open just until the end of the year. So until Thursday, the 31st at midnight Pacific time. So you've got that time. It's open right now. Strongman Systems open. Love to have you in there, and yeah, just join in the mission to become the strong and loving leaders of our homes that we're meant to be. And that starts with really loving ourselves and feeling that love from God, and then letting that emanate out, to our wife and our kids and the people we work with and all of that. All right, man. So love to have you in there. Come join us, and I will see you on the next episode. Stay strong. We'll see you next episode.